Jodha Akbar.
I don't want any surviving criminals in the Parok village.
So then should we attack Parok?
No, no. Before we attack Parok, we will attack Sujanpur. It is all because of the help of Sujanpur's king that the criminals became so daring. And by robbing my poor subjects, it means revolting against the empire. So now we are going to have to set a good example. For the next time that any person or kings decide to rebel against my rules as well as my regulations, it is important to remember that we are going over there in order to teach them a lesson that's very important. They should find out what happens when they rebel against the King of Kings. So go and make the proper preparations. The order to march for war will be given very soon.
As you say, Your Highness.
Privacy, please. Do you have any idea why I have called you here to come and see me? If I had come to meet you over and over again, then you would have felt that you could order me around. That is why I have called you out of the surveillance room to come here.
Well, I do not want to argue with you right now. You are busy playing with my innocent sister's life.
I called you over here because I wanted to give you the good news.
Will you really be giving me good news? Actually, I don't think it's possible.
Wow, you are very intelligent, Queen Jodha. I must agree that it is a bitter truth. I just want to give you the good news that I am releasing your brothers from surveillance for a few days. Which is something I think you should be quite happy about.
Well, I am sure that there must be a wicked plan behind the reason why you are choosing to let them out.
I must give that to you. You are quite far-sighted. Someone always used to tell me that having an intelligent enemy is better than a foolish friend.
You should know I am not your friend, and I am not your enemy. By the way, what new game are you going to play in order to fill your hatred for me?
I am sending your brothers to wage a war against Sujanpur. You know the Mughals have always killed a lot of Hindus, but this time it will be fun because the Hindus will be killing other Hindus.
All you want is revenge. Well then take it on me. You wanted to burn me alive, am I right? Go ahead and burn me. But why do you have to make my brother commit such a sin? Why are you making all my brothers fight against their own people?
You know, you really should not be getting angry so quickly, Queen Jodha, when you have still not heard the whole plan. I want Bhagwan Das to go and kill that prince, the same person who your sister is marrying. I want her husband to be killed by her brother. Yes. And by now they must have got the news of this attack, so that must have broken that relationship. Now that's very good, because that will hurt Bhagwan Das a little less when he has to kill the prince. And now the good news is over, Jodha. Very soon, I am going to celebrate the joy of killing all my enemies. And soon you will mourn the death of your beloved sister as well as her husband all by yourself.
Your Highness, I have been by myself the very day that you took me away from my family as well as my home, Amer. And as far as the mourning is concerned, I will most definitely mourn for my poor sister's death.
Oh, wow, I really can't express to you how happy I feel whenever I see you falling apart like this, Queen Jodha. But you have nothing to worry about, Queen Jodha. I will give you many such occasions to fall apart. Now please, do tell me, do you already hate me a lot?
Instead, I feel much more disgusted with myself. That the man's thinking who I have been married to could be so evil. That he is happy when others are sad. I don't understand how anyone could be as heartless as you.
Don't go, I have not told you to leave yet, Queen Jodha.
Even then I will leave. Because I do not think that there is anything left to talk about.
Yes, I agree that we are all helpless in this war. However, it is our families' tradition to honor the promises we have made as well as our bonds. Now all 4 of you are going to war, so remember that. Jalal is not only the King of Kings, but he is my son-in-law too. It is your biggest duty to protect him no matter what.
Please do not worry about that, Father. We are never going to harm your honor or Amir's pride.
Be blessed, my child.
I am soon going to march off for war. I heard that you were not doing so well, so I thought that I would come and say goodbye.
No matter what, a mother's blessings will always be with her son, Jalal. But I want you to leave here only after Jodha graces your forehead as well as your sword.
Graces me?
Yes, this is the tradition of their community. Whenever the husband goes off to war, well then his Hindu queen prays for his victory that way.
Then I will do as you ask me to. Will you please bring Queen Jodha over here out of this surveillance room?
I pray that you are granted a long life, Jalal. And I hope that you are given wisdom in order to do justice.
I've got no idea what His Highness wants to do now, Resham. The Queen Mother only told him to do this once. And now he has brought Queen Jodha out of that place.
You know, I think it's strange. And I do not think that anyone understands what's going on in the king's mind.
Why, Father? How can you allow my brothers to go over there? Don't you know that their swords will be raised against their own brother-in-law? Sujanpur is the place your own daughter will be getting married soon.
Sadly, I can't ignore the wedding that has already taken place over here. Just for Sukanya's sake, I can't decide to ruin your family. His Highness wants my children to go off to war and fight for him. Then that's what we're going to do. Since he is your husband, it is your duty to agree with him on his every decision that he makes in life.
They should learn from Jalal how to insult someone better.
I have heard that whenever a husband in your culture goes off to war to kill his enemy, his wife graces his sword for victory against them. And then she prays that with that sword he should behead his enemies, and that he would come back to her victorious. I had agreed that you could come live in my palace and still abide to your own customs and traditions. And that is why I want you to follow them, without any excuses. So go and grace my forehead and my sword so that I can behead my enemy while at war. Even though they are meant to be your future relatives. An enemy is an enemy, and the rule is to kill the enemy no matter what.
I want you to go ahead and follow through with the ceremony. It is important that you think positive thoughts. First, you bless the sword. Now place the flowers on top of it.
Isn't it an excellent tradition, Hoshiar? A Hindu queen is gracing that sword which is going to attack other people of her kind. In fact, the Hindu queen Jodha's brothers will now be the ones fighting the other Hindus. It is so good to think that it should go down in history.
Give your good wishes to His Highness for his victory. And now you have to bless his forehead too.
Are you not going to pray for my victory, my queen?
May you be victorious. If it is meant to be, then I hope you win. And I hope that your army returns home victorious.
As soon as I return victorious from the war, I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve, Jodha. But for right now, I'm getting more than enough peace just by looking at the pain on your face. Go ahead, Commander. Give the army the order to march ahead.
Are you sure that the news that he has will be useful? Will it be worth my time?
I would never have called you out. It was not worth it, Queen.
So where is he?
He's there, on the other side.
How do we know whether his information is true or not? I need to find out who the killer of my unborn child is. And I want to know their name. Who was it that wanted so desperately to stop me from becoming the royal mother? Tell me, what information do you have for me? Just tell me fearlessly. Since right now you are talking to the senior queen.
Oh, Queen. I am an ordinary craftsman, but I am good at making special boxes. Anything you put in it will never be spoiled. For instance, acid perfume or poison. It won't be ruined.
Tell me more.
Well, Queen, a few days ago, I had been called into the palace with a very special box. I just thought that someone else wanted to give a special gift, and so I made that box myself. I made sure to craft it properly, and then I gave it to a person at the back of the palace. It was a beautifully crafted and golden-colored box. In return for the box, I have been paid a lot of gold coins. I was so happy about it, so I thought my craftsmanship would be admired. But then I found out, almost immediately after that, the incident took place. And that's why I thought that maybe it was my box that had been used to store the poison. I felt very worried, and so I chose to run far away. But then, Queen, My conscience has still bothered me, and I wasn't able to live in peace. I thought I should come over here and rather tell you the truth. And that is why I'm standing here telling you all this.
Then I would like to know who ordered that box from you.
Sorry, Queen, but that person was hiding behind a veil. Considering the physique, as well as thinking about the person's hands, it must have been a woman.
Then think a little harder, Kasas. Give me a better description. What did she look like and how did she sound? Anything, so that I'm able to recognize her.
Please try to forgive me, Queen, but her face was completely hidden away, and she did not even utter a word to me. However, looking at her hands, it looked like she was a younger woman. No, Queen. She could have been middle-aged too. Please forgive me, Queen. I cannot tell you anything more. At that time, I had no idea that person was so bad. And secondly, all I could do was focus on was the golden coins I would get. After that, that person vanished somewhere into the darkness.
If you are ever shown that box again, would you be able to recognize it?
Yes, I would, Queen. I made it with my own 2 hands. I'd recognize it by touch.
Hoshiar, give him as many gold coins as he received previously for that box.
No, there is no need to do that, Queen. In fact, I'm very sorry that this happened because of the box that I created for them.
This is meant for your courage as well as your conscience. If you had not come here, then I would not have had such important information. But I am going to call you back here the moment I get hold of the box. Now you can leave.
Thank you, Queen.
Just think, Queen. How can you trust all the words he's saying?
How else will you get proof, Hoshiar? I have no other choice but to trust it. Ordering a special box from that craftsman and then giving me poison. There is no way that it can be a coincidence. The two will have to be related. Also, the woman who was behind that veil is definitely connected to all of this.
It is also possible that person is not a woman, but instead a man, who might just be trying to hide his face behind the veil.
Yes, that is possible. So whether that person is a woman, that is still not as important as finding the box, which must still be hidden somewhere in the palace by the culprit. The way security was, soon after the incident took place, makes it impossible for them to have taken the box out of the palace. So now I will just have to find out who the person is that has the box and where it is. And so whoever has got that box in their possession will have to be the culprit.
Long live the King of Kings. Your Highness Pir Muhammad, as well as Munim Khan, would like permission to talk to you.
Permission granted.
Salam, Your Highness. His Highness has still not gone to sleep?
No. I was busy thinking about the warfare. As all of you are aware, that Sujanpur's king has been helping the criminals, which makes it obvious that they will participate in this war and fight hard. Please tighten the security around the camp. They might just think about attacking us secretly at night. Who knows, it might happen tonight.
I agree that we should do that, Your Highness. I think that it is possible that the attacks may take place at night, but it won't be from then. I think we will be first to attack.
What are you telling me, Pir Mohammed? Do you have news of revolt in the army?
No, I don't. You yourself have brought the rebels with you. It is not good to have Queen Jodha's brothers here with us. Just think about it. The people who can attack your highness's unborn child are being kept inside the security of the palace. So who can stop them from coming here and attacking your highness in the open?
Tell me, do you have any idea what you are telling me, Pir Muhammad?
Yes, your highness. We are all aware. Queen Jodha's youngest sister's marriage is soon going to take place with Prince Sujanpur, right? So in such a situation, why would her brother support us? Who knows, they might just plan to kill you off instead. Please forgive me, your highness. I'm just asking questions. I don't want your life to be in danger. This is a war, and everything is fair in war. Which is why you can't just trust anyone. That is the reason I came to ask for permission to keep on all 4 of them for tonight.
Granted. I want 1 troop of the Mughal army to be positioned outside of their tent all night. The 4 of them should think that they are there for security, and tell the soldiers to be very alert. And then I should be informed about even the slightest movement immediately.
Yes, Your Highness.
Your Highness, are you all right?
Yes, I am fine, Pir Muhammad. As I had suspected, the people of Sujanpur have come over here to attack us secretly.
Your Highness, I think that Amir's princes might have informed the enemy about this. Otherwise, how else would they have known that this is your tent?
I'm going to decide about that much later, Pir Muhammad. For now, I want to focus on fighting this battle.
Of course, Your Highness.
This is the enemy's army. And I'm not even ready yet and they are attacking us.